Hey guys, here's your watch list for tomorrow, February 3rd. ADEP through 1754. This has been on watch before, but it's coming back into this resistance. So keep your eye on that one. AKG, a break through this 180 level could send it higher coming off of this bottom that it's basically put in. You can see that it's very clearly held this support, so we could start to see buyers come in and take this thing back up. ANV break through 510, and we could see a daily consolidation breakout through this level. We do have some prior little resistance levels up here, but basically the main resistance level that I'm looking at is through this setup here, which is this run, pullback, and retracement, or run, pullback, and then continuation, and then we do have this prior resistance level into 510 through here. So yeah, be mindful of these prior levels up here that could get into the 530s, but basically looking for this to break 510 and not quite sure where it could go. ARAY, looking for a second day parabolic. This one it was a nice momentum play, gap up and then continuation. So tomorrow, possible push through 11. After hours, we're at 1065 where we closed at, so not a bunch of buying after hours, but we'll see because it closed pretty strong. APRI is back on watch, looking for us to break this 1850s level, and I've discussed this one before. We have this resistance through here and through here as well. So keep your mind on this prior resistance level up here around 1890s. BCOV is a possible breakdown play, basically a daily consolidation breakdown through this level, and the lows are around 1065. So this one is looking pretty primed. I do really like how the daily chart is, how we have this big rundown consolidation. We've tested support a few times, so this one really is just kind of easing into this support level, and if it breaks, we could definitely see a nice little sell-off. This pattern is probably one of my favorite types of short patterns, um, technically wise. CMRX, a breakthrough 1985. It's been on watch before, so CUBE, same idea as before. This has been on watch before as well, and basically the 1640s resistance level is what I'm looking at. We we could break through, and as far as previous resistance levels, and as far as range is mainly my main concern with this one. You can see that the range is pretty tight sometimes, so I'm really looking for this one to kind of come out of its shell and really give us a larger move. Maybe not huge, but look on average, the average move, I'd say take this bar here, measure it, and pull it up, and that's probably the move that I would expect it to have, which is in line with this prior resistance level. So that's kind of how I'm getting an idea of where I think this could go. But keep your eye on it for the pop through that 1648 level. CUZ, the resistance is really down here around basically 1075. But we do, have this prior resistance up here as well that it could run into if it does get above 1075 and stay above 1075. So just kind of giving you guys some ideas and some ways to look at the chart a little differently. And if we get through this resistance up here, around 1091, then this thing could really get going, maybe get through both of them and give us a nice breakout. So um, we'll have to keep our eye on that. CVA, this one, a breakthrough 1826 is what I'm basically interested in. We're not quite there yet, so just have to watch it. And FSL, this one, I want to see it kind of break this prior high up here for a little continuation trade. If it's strong and gets above the 1828 level, then we could see a continuation trade long on that. GALT, the resistance is around 1425, so looking for that to break. We've actually held support down here. You can see I have my little notes marked up. I was looking for a short before, and now I'm looking for a possible long, considering this resistance is basically holding. So if we get through, we could see buyers really come in and push this thing back up. So that one's I think this one has good potential. GAME, this one's been holding up near highs. I think, like I said before, one of two things is going to happen. We're either going to break through these highs and we're going to just get a continuation of this momentum through 650, and it's going to be big if it does end up breaking, or it's going to fake everybody out, and when we're not expecting it, it's going to just sell off and pull back. So I'm really more long biased on this one. It's been really strong. It's been holding up near these highs, so this thing could really explode and basically squeeze all the shorts out that are trying to short this, thinking that this is going to go down. It's going to force them to cover their shorts and send it up higher. So top watcher for tomorrow. Keep your eyes on that one very closely. GPK, especially if volume starts to come into it. That's the key. GPK through 960. Possible breakout there. GSAT back on watch. This one held up really nicely yesterday. Closed into resistance. Good potential for tomorrow. Top watcher. It is over the counter, so just beware of that. Over 206. I'm looking to long this thing, so keep your eyes peeled on this one and GALT. HRG, this one through 12, we'll call it 1208. That looking for that breakout there. PPC, the resistance around the 1690s could give us a breakout through that 17 level, basically. RNN, I'm not super crazy about this one, but if we get above 118 and actually stay above it with volume, then we could see a nice little bounce on this through this 118 short-term resistance that it's put in. SNMX, this one, possible second day parabolic, had a big day yesterday, or Friday, sorry, looking for that to break further. SZYM, this one after hours is above this resistance level at 13, basically 1305. It's right at that resistance. So literally, I'm expecting this thing to open at this resistance level and continue higher. You might be thinking, well, Nikki, why wouldn't you think this is a parabolic reversal? It could be. It really depends on how it opens tomorrow. So look for either or, but we do have a clear resistance level at 1305, basically that looking for that to possibly break for tomorrow, and we're already opening at that level as of pre-market. SUMR, last but not least, this one I'm not super excited about because the volume on it sucks, but if we do get above 230 and stay above it and maybe some volume comes in, like for example, this day here had some volume, possible long, the price action is really sketchy on it, so just, this is the day that it had, this day here is the day that it actually had that big breakout, so it does have potential, but at the same time, you want to be very, very careful of these lower volume plays. So just nice daily chart. That's why I have it on watch, and just beware of that volume.